8 is going to come out soon, so I'm going to list 10 things I want to happen in RWBY Volume 8. So let's start with number 10. So for number 10, I basically want a civil war. What I mean by that, I want there to be a rift between the main characters, because for too long the main characters have like a hive mind and always agreed on everything and never had any differences morally or practicality. And I would like a civil war where both sides aren't right or aren't wrong and both sides are justifiable. Not like in Volume 7 or Season 7, where it was always Team RWBY right, Ironwood bad, and treat Ironwood's side like it isn't even an argument, like you can't defend it at all. So let's go for number 9. For number 9, I would like to see Atlas, because in Volume 7 we saw next to nothing of Atlas besides of the party in that one episode. We don't really have a true grasp on how the inhabitants there act, or how they look like, or how the buildings look like. So it would be nice if we get to see more of Atlas besides just one episode. I want number 8 more than anything. I want the characters to lose. The main characters for too long has just been winning and it's just getting boring. For like all 7 volumes, only 1 volume did they actually lose in some way. And the main characters can question themselves for their actions and their behavior towards others for once in their lives. And also look at this win-loss ratio. Jesus. For number 7, I want to know Salem's master plan. We're 7 volumes in, and I don't have the slightest clue if Salem's plan. Like, why does she need to destroy the Silver-Eyed Warriors? Is it because she's part Grimm now? Why does she need the relics? Is it because she wants to destroy humanity, and that will provide like death for her somewhat? I don't know, and that's just headcanon, and headcanon doesn't help anyone. You know, we all know that in this community. So if she explains herself, this will be a bigger improvement in RWBY in this volume as a whole, and it actually explains her master plan. So let's go to number 6. For number 6, I want to see the CCT tower. We never get to see the CCT tower, and that's just dumb because they act like CCT tower is so important and plays a vital role in Volume 7 and just in the entirety of RWBY, but we never get to see it once. We just have to take people's word for it when they say, "Oh my God, we're so close. We just need more time." And it looks like we're gonna see it in Volume 8, so I can't wait for that. But also, how would the main characters be able to work on the CCT tower? Never mind. Let's just wait. Number 5 is extending aura. They said in one scene in the montage to John that, "Hey, have you tried to extend your aura?" But we never get to hear from that. We never get to hear from it ever again. It was just that one line that everybody just forgot about. So if they talk about it more, or even show what extending aura means, that would be great. So let's go to number 4. I would like to see Atlas actually pose a threat to the main characters. I saw some pictures showing the main characters that are going to be on the run that said detain or arrest on sight. But after episode 12, is Atlas even a threat anymore? Is it really much of a threat? So if we see the main characters struggling to fight off some Atlas soldiers, or the Aesop's actually winning against Team RWBY this time, that would be nice to see. I want Team RWBY to actually interact with each other. What I mean by that is, it's always the same interactions with Team RWBY. It's Ruby or Weiss, Blake and Yang, and that's kind of it. Or maybe Blake and Weiss sometimes, but that really it. When was the last time we actually seen Ruby and Yang talk to each other on a one-on-one? Exactly. And they say they're a sisterhood, or they see each other as family. Not friends, family, like what they said in episode 4, volume 7. But if that's the case, how about we see them actually interact with each other instead of just Bumblebee shipping and Ruby and Weiss? So let's just go with number 2, which is Nora. So number 2 is Nora. I want to know why Nora was so insistent, or why Nora is so insistent in protecting Mantle. Because in episode 7, the last volume, volume 7, there is a scene where Nora yells at Ironwood, and I know it's probably supposed to be like a "Yes, Queen, sorry," but it just fell out of nowhere and didn't really make any sense. And it just feels like Nora being self-righteous for no reason. Maybe if we actually see a backstory of her not connected to Ren for once, and or listen to her reasoning of why she was so insistent about protecting Mantle, or was so emotional or so angry toward Ironwood trying to do martial law, even though Winter suggested it, it will be much better. So let's go with number 1. For number 1, I don't want RWBY to be so self-righteous. There has been a problem for so being that Team RWBY, always for so long, do whatever they want with no consequences for their actions, to the point where they're able to steal from the straight up military and lying to the military and giving classified information to a criminal behind the military's back with absolutely no consequences. And the fact that half of their problems in Volume 7 were their fault, and they never even feel bad and just blame everything on Ironwood, just never made sense to me. And they just have a better than you attitude, and I don't know. If you made them 100,000% less self-righteous, I would feel a lot better. So those are the 10 things that I want from RWBY Volume 8 that there weren't in order. They were unordered. And I will probably make another RWBY video or Ninjago video next, so stay tuned. And also, please like and subscribe. I still see that 78.1% of you guys aren't subs, so subscribing will really help me out. And thanks for watching.